It's Brett again with one of our crew TechBits. Okay, and let's take a look at our SignNow and kind of walk through a few things here. I'm going to also kind of highlight a couple things here on our contract. First of all, let's go ahead and go through. We've talked a little bit, most likely with you previous, but as far as our equipment, we need to really work and get as close as we can to our setup area. Take note that if it is an extremely far area, we are going to need to charge an additional amount of money for that unloading to where we need to go. And certainly communication ahead of time will help with that, and definitely need disabled access to get to areas. Not going to be able to lift our equipment or move that to a higher level without some sort of ramp or some sort of elevator. Song-wise, we do ask that those songs be sent to us no more than 5 days ahead so that we can make sure everything is downloaded and everything sounds great previous to arriving on scene. As far as plugging in a cell phone or anything like that, CDs, our computers anymore are new enough that CD drives aren't even available. So we're going to want and ask that everything can just be emailed to us or shared in some fashion so that we can have the file directly on our computer just to make sure everything works well. Social media wise, we love to share some pictures and some videos of your event with people that follow us. So that will be something we don't post a lot, but we do post a little bit just to kind of share out what we do and share the fun that we have. Meetings, we've probably already had some sort of meeting, but meeting places typically are at those two spots, but we can do meetings via phone call or video chat also and work through that. We have some bride and grooms that are even across the country and can't meet face to face. It's also one of those things too where, you know, if our planned meeting, like we'll do a month out, if you're available maybe in town 2 months out, just let us know and we can make that adjustment and meet a little bit earlier and then just communicate via phone call and text from there. Next one here, we do have unlimited time, but we do kind of reserve the right to kind of review things at midnight. That unlimited time really kind of comes from the beginning of the day. A lot of places in town have time frames where they are done at, say, 10 o'clock, 10:30, or 11. But we do a lot of private places also. And so we'll work with you. We'll talk ahead of time, kind of get a game plan on what you're thinking so that there aren't any surprises the night of. But we do reserve the right to stop our service at midnight. And a lot of that depends on whether, how far are we from Fort Wayne, and kind of everything that's going on. So that's something we'll communicate ahead of time and the night of. Deposit is $500 due at signing, non-refundable after 72 hours of booking, and deposits are built into the total package fee, so it's not an additional fee. It's just basically to kind of kick off your payments and get that down payment ahead of time for us. That 3-day deposit refund guarantee. And so as if you're going through this, if it's paid, you do have 3 days after, and we'll refund your money, no problem. Just a reminder here as far as cancellation-wise, obviously we have that deposit, and you can pay in increments along the way, and you can check out our little tech tidbit for that also. But payments, final payments are due 30 days prior. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we'll have that meeting and we'll be good to go and get that paid at that time. The bottom part here of the contract, the reception DJ fees are listed as far as just reception and then reception and ceremony. So those will get added up on there. Any travel fees would be listed if appropriate, and then mark the deposit and then give you a final remaining balance there for 30 days prior. And then these ones at the bottom you can see here, we've got today's date where you're filling out the contract, the event date, a chance to type in your signature, printed name. Then you can put yourself, your spouse's name as number one, number two, however you want to do that. Email address, some phone numbers for us to contact, the name of the venue, location of where that's at, as detailed as you can give. An address would be great, as we can punch that into our GPS. And then who referred you? We love to see where they come from, previous bride and grooms, vendors, or whoever that may come from. So again, this is Brett from I Do Crew DJs. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll work with you. But that's kind of how our online contract works.